Hello, everyone. My name is Connor Horack, and this is my fall 2022 internship, where I interned with UMSL Athletics and the department at UMSL. So let's go ahead and get started. An overview of kind of the organization and what UMSL Athletics is kind of all about. The athletics department at UMSL is responsible for running, planning, working, and whatever else may be needed to make these events and games possible. Obviously, there is a lot that goes in behind the scenes, as I have learned in my time there. It's kind of crazy to really think about how much these few people really do to make all this work, whether it be something in regards to restocking concessions, ordering a new beverage people might like. There's a lot of financials that go into it, logistics, marketing, sponsorship, promoting games, promoting the department, promoting UMSL in general. So I got to learn a lot about what UMSL Athletics is really all about. And I've been really excited to continue learning what I've come to know so far. So moving on to roles and duties, there were a lot of roles that us as the core group of interns kind of were responsible for. A few of those were ticket taking, managing the pass list, working concessions, cooking food, doing anything like that that needs to be helped out in regards to that. Production, working the camera, things simple as sweeping the floor during a basketball game, mopping the floor, if somebody falls, to clean up the sweat so nobody slips or anything like that. So it was really cool to be able to kind of see how a group of people can all come together to make something run smoothly. It was very rewarding for me, honestly, to be able to do that for the university that I'm also currently a student at. So that was a pretty cool thing for me. Moving on to established goals, things that I kind of set for myself before the internship started. I wanted to differentiate what I like and what I don't like. Coming into it, I knew that we had the creative ability or just the freedom to kind of do what we would like. If we had an interest in something, then Kevin was more than happy to let us, explore that interest. So that was really cool to start out. And, you don't even really have a ton of pressure. It's kind of more or less, if you're interested in this, go for it, and we'll help you along the way. So that was really cool to kind of have that message conveyed before we started. And then I really wanted to build relationships with some of my peers in the workplace. Unfortunately, I kind of transferred here during COVID, so all my classes have been virtual via Zoom since then. And then since the sport program classes are online, it has spanned farther than COVID anyway. So it was really nice to see someone in the flesh, and to know that they actually exist and they aren't just a robot through a screen. So were my goals achieved? I would definitely say yes. I feel like the ability for all of us to get along was really cool. There shouldn't be any anyway, but no fights or anything, or someone slacking or not doing this, or someone gets yelled at. Everyone was very with it on what they were supposed to do, and what they were supposed to achieve during the time at the event. So I thought it was also cool I also tried new things outside of my comfort zone. Once again, I tried production, which was really cool for a soccer game. So that was really interesting to kind of see how that is live streamed to viewers online. And then what I learned that when everyone has the same work ethic, it's possible to get a lot of things done, which was really cool to have like-minded people around you that are striving for success and, want to work hard. And then it's also very nice to have, your supervisor, your boss within earshot, and who's also somebody who's very, supportive of your ideas. And, if you bring ideas to the table, they might even get used. So it's very cool that your voice is heard. Some takeaways that I had, the UMSL athletic department holds himself to a very high standard. I mean, even from the first event that I worked, I had no issues of where should I go? What should I do? Yada, 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 having questions. The system was already in place. And it was easy to just kind of assimilate right in and kind of just work and go with the flow. So personal growth. What I experienced to work on a small team that was responsible for basically the running of all the events. So it was really cool because the responsibility was on us as interns. So that really, well, us and the volunteers and student workers as well, because we can't run to Kevin or Alex, 5 times during a game to ask, where's the Powerade? They have other stuff to do. They have the confidence and the trust in us that we can do our job without, coming to them a million times. So that was really cool and definitely a big boost to my confidence. So advice to my younger self, once again, I've always stressed this and I've said this in my videos forever, but take initiative. It's just a hard thing to do when it's easy to say, but when you're in the moment and you don't think about it, it's difficult to force yourself to go ahead and do that. And then obviously use your skills that you've acquired to your advantage. Coming into your internship, use your skills. You got hired for a reason. You got whatever for a reason. Just use your skills. It's not difficult. I'm sure use whatever makes you unique and stand out from other people. And advice to incoming students, make connections with your peers early. That's something that I didn't do. And I wish I had done when I started the sport management program. And easily one of these, everyone around you is a resource. Use everything. Listen to Dr. Valeska, email her. If you have questions, if you have an issue, she'll respond within 5 minutes. She's always there to help. And then network. I can't stress that enough. Start LinkedIn early, start talking to people, start making connections early, because that's only going to benefit you in the long run. Advice for current students, I would just say stick to the script. At this point, most of us know what's expected of us, what to do. And then once again, we're all here to help each other succeed. So if anybody ever needs anything, we can call on each other for help. And then once again, also, we're examples of the program. So, when we're out in public or in our workplace when we graduate or in our internships currently, it's to just set an example. Obviously it's not too difficult. We all know where we should be right now. So I feel like that's assumed and we already all know that. Advice on the program and courses, but fully buy into the program. You may not think that, some of these podcasts or reviews or whatever that you have to do are not very important, but they really do apply to your internship. To when you get into your first one, there's things that apply and they'll pop in your head. Oh, I remember this from class and this and that. Obviously, you can't be taught real life experiences. So some of that stuff is going to have to be learned on your own, but that's part of the fun. And then once again, I can't stress enough to use Dr. Valeska as a resource as well. And then in conclusion, it's been really nice because as my time at UMSL is drawing nearer to a close, I've been able to experience like on-campus life, what it's like to, view sporting events, work sporting events, and then kind of just be around student life and campus life has been really rewarding for me. And it's also been nice to connect with my peers and then build relationships with others around me, especially in the athletic department. And then finally, I just want to say good luck to all incoming students. You're going to love the program, the internships, and everything about it. So once again, I wish you good luck and thank you for listening.